you never know. You never know exactly what might be in store in your future. And I think probably one of my favorite parts about language learning is the fact that even if you dabble around in different languages, even, just learning certain languages, you never know when or if you'll meet someone who speaks that language. So, knowing that language, you feel so grateful when the opportunity arises. And it's kind of funny. Yesterday, I went with some friends, and we went to the Twin Cities to go visit some friends and, go hang around, go like shopping and, go have fun. And, there's Somali friends that I went to go visit, so they speak Somali, and I speak some Somali too, just a little bit, just basically like words and phrases. And so I got to practice a lot of my Somali yesterday, so I'd be like, se tahe, or maha hesa, just basic easy stuff. And then I brought with my Kenyan friend Samuel, and so he speaks Swahili, so I speak Swahili with him. And a lot of, I don't know if you know too much about Somalis, but a lot of Somalis, of course most Somalis, they come from Somalia, but a lot of them live in Kenya too. You have a lot of Somalis in Kenya, so a lot of them have been to Kenya at least once or whatever, and live there, and from Kenya they came to the United States or whatever. So since he knows Swahili and I know some Swahili, we spoke a lot of Swahili with some different Somalis and stuff. So I got to speak Somali and Swahili. And so that was pretty fun. I had a conversation with some friends, about just kind of random stuff in Swahili, and I got to hear a conversation about politics and, chime in with what little I had every once in a while, in these conversations. And so that was fun. And then also, I know I'm studying Arabic right now. اللغة العربية, Arabic, Arabi. And a lot of Somalis also speak Arabic. Arabic is their second national language, so most of them are quite familiar with Arabic. So I got to practice a lot of my Arabic too. And one of the places we went to is called Suqa Carmel, and that is a Somali mall here in Minnesota in the Twin Cities. And I believe it's the biggest Somali mall in the United States. So it's a pretty fun place to go, and I love to go there. I'll get some shah nio sambusa, some tea and sambusa, yum, delicious. And get some halwa, and I got this there, kufi. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And while I was there, I met a polyglot Somali lady, and she was older. She looked like she was in her 60s, but she knew Somali, she knew Arabic, she knew some German, so I got to speak German with her. She knew some Italian, and she knew some Russian, and then of course English. So that was pretty cool, you never know who you might meet in this world, and you never know how, important language learning can be until you have situations like this. I mean, I got to speak Somali, I got to speak Swahili, I got to speak Arabic, and I got to speak German. So, you never know what you might run into in life. You never know who you're going to meet, what's going to happen. And, on this YouTube channel I have right now, I talk about the languages that I'm learning. And what I mean by that is the ones I'm intensively learning. Like my main languages, the important ones to me. But I dabble around a lot. even before I made this channel, I dabbled around all the time in other languages. In fact, you know, what first foreign language I learned was German. And after that, I felt like, you know, it would be pretty cool if I learned another language. Then I'd be trilingual. You know, how cool would that be? So what I did, I had no idea what language. I didn't like had another language like popped into my mind. So I dabbled in a bunch of languages, like 20 different languages, to figure out which one I wanted for sure to learn. And so I spent like a week doing French. So I know some French phrases, some French words, you know, like un homme conduit une voiture. Probably horrible pronunciation, but that's supposed to be like a man drives a car, you know. It's like crazy easy stuff. Or like, you know, Japanese otoko no kotachi wa mizu o nondeimasu. So that's supposed to be like the boys drink water. I mean, like, I know easy stuff in like a bunch of languages, you know, like phrases and, you know, stupid stuff, and I dabble around in different languages. You know, I got lots of books: Hungarian, Turkish, Malaysian, Indonesian. You know, so I mean, I got other languages in there, and my bookshelf, that is, right there. Can't see it. But, so, you know, I dabble a lot. And, here, I'll show you something I made the other day when I was bored. And that has 9 languages on it. Turkish on the top, then Croatian, Swahili, Chinese, German, Arabic. You have Malaysian, and then you have Somali, and then at the bottom is Urdu. So, I mean, I like to dabble around a lot, because, like I said, you never know what you might find, what might happen in your life. And I think, you know, that's probably, it makes you feel good when that type of things happen, you know, when you have those experiences. You know, I've had days where I would randomly run into someone who spoke Chinese or German or whatever, and I'd be able to, you know, practice my language. And I was like, oh, that was cool. And it makes you think, you know, when you meet these people and you go, you know, just imagine life without knowing these languages. How boring life would be without these languages. And of course, you'll never know if you're not multilingual, or at least bilingual. You'll never know how this feels. You're really missing out on so much if you only know one language. So many opportunities, so much stuff. I've made lots of friends because, you know, I know their language, or I'm trying to learn their language, etc. And, you know, you run into a lot of cool people. So, I guess, you know, that's the conclusion to my video is, you know, learn languages, because you never know how they can benefit you in life. I mean, it's an amazing thing. So learn a language.